feel like crap. Really wish I hadn't drank yesterday. All right, so it's just an update. Feel better now. I took a shower. Um, yeah, last night, toward the end of the night, I didn't feel so well. Um, but not as bad as when I tried it before. I definitely, if you've been Floxed for about 2 or 3 years, I definitely wouldn't drink every day or heavily. But, I'd say, if you're, uh, pretty healthy and we still have all the pain and all the issues, but, you know, um, I wouldn't say it would be bad to do it once a month, maybe. You still, my thing is I want to get back to the way things were. Unfortunately, with all the pain and issues and stuff, I can't. But I'm not going to be, drinking once a month. But if a special occasion comes up, I might have a drink or two. Yeah, so that's, what it's like to drink being Floxed, at least for me. I mean, everybody's different. There's people that are a lot more severe than I am. Um, Still not doing so well, but like right now, I've got a lot of pain in my back, the left side of my back. Feels like pins and needles, but really strong. Good evening, guys. Yeah, obviously the drinking did not help. Um, if you drink, I'd say do it once a month. On a date where you're not going to work or be doing anything for the next 2 or 3 days, because truly makes you feel like crap the next day. And I start feeling like crap when I'm drinking now. It's not like before where it was just a happy time all the time. Which brings me to my next subject. I'd really like to hear from people that use cannabis to treat their fluoroquinolone illness, I guess. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Now I'm careful with a lot of things that I take, because of almost every medicine makes me sick, which is why, I want to hear from people that use cannabis to treat this, because I also read a lot of things where it says it's, bad for your heart, it could cause heart attacks or strokes. But does that mean if you use it a lot, like if you're just abusing it, like just smoking out every 5 minutes or every chance that you get, or if you take a puff every now and then in the morning. And also they say it is addictive. I know a lot of people say it's not, but they say that it's kind of like an antidepressant. Once you stop, your body starts craving it. So how safe is it to do that? Try the cannabis. Are there people out there with positive reviews? I think I kind of started a chat on one of my support groups, and there's a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people that say they don't like it. They start hallucinating things, but you also got to be careful, because got this what they call it salts out there. It's like synthetic weed, man. That stuff there, I've heard that stuff's really bad stuff. But what if you just take some regular old, I believe they call like skunk weed, some of that, just the stuff that's regular, and just try it in small doses. Will that help? Do you prefer to smoke from a pipe, or is it better to do it from a joint? I know a lot of people vape nowadays, say they vape marijuana, but with all the issues with vaping, messes up your lungs and stuff, or whatever came out on TV. I don't think a lot of people want to be trying that anymore. Um, Also, I don't even know if it's as controllable. They say that one of the issues is people are using more tobacco than they need to when they vape, because they can't regulate the amount. They just be vaping all the time. You smoke a cigarette, you kind of know what you're doing. Um, so yeah, so please like, comment, give me your thoughts on that. Could be a breakthrough that people really don't think about. If you're Floxed, you're always in pain. Can cannabis fix it? Maybe they should give us, licenses to be able to purchase and smoke marijuana, because they don't legalize it everywhere. They're not legalized where I'm at. So, obviously I can't, mess with it, but who knows? Maybe they can bring it to my state. Is it worth it? Maybe I should move to California or Colorado. So let me know what you guys think. And definitely don't become a daily drinker, because that stuff's just bad for you now. I mean, just bad for you before. Now you gotta be careful with everything that you do. It's, for me, my issue is it's getting harder to work and um, to pay off all these bills that I created when I wasn't Floxed, and then all the debt that I created when I was Floxed, because I still paying off all the emergency room visits, all the tests. I mean, they tested to see if I was an alien, or tested me for every test that there is out there, and still ongoing. I just went to do some more tests on Monday, which is something that may be positive. I went to go see a rheumatologist last week. I made an episode, and I thought maybe, I thought maybe he'd be a cool doctor and help me out, or want to, investigate, man. But it was just a horrible visit. The doctor didn't care, just wanted to get me out there. These are doctors that get paid per patients that they see. They, they want to see 20 or 40 patients, and just put a generic label on them. Oh, I'm going to just try this and this and this to see what works. I'm not going to really see what's going on with you and put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I'm just going to try every medicine in the book, even some that you've already tried, to see what sticks, and then make up a diagnosis and try to get you out of here, and then see the next 30 patients. But the one I went to go see on Monday, this Monday, yesterday, she surprisingly cared. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I took Cipro, this happened, and I was like, I didn't care, whatever. Um, yeah, and I told her, it's got a lot of black box warnings, and I tell doctors, but they really don't care and stuff. And well, I don't think I told her that. I just kind of just really wasn't telling her much. But as I was talking to her, like, she looked it up, and she's like, oh yeah, see here, it causes mental, uh, something with your mentality or something. What do you call it? Anyways, where it messes with you, and all the other stuff, the ligaments and stuff like that, and muscle issues, and all that, your neurological system or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I see all that here, and I just researched it here, and this came up, and all this and that. And she's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to read up on it, and for our next visit, and I'm going to do some tests. So it sounds positive. It sounds like she actually wants to do it, wants to look it up, wants to see what it's about, maybe actually find a way of treating it. But now it's like depressing to even think about a doctor, because most doctors don't care, and you don't know if you're going to get a good one or not. You don't know if you're going to get one that's going to care or not. And doctors ain't like they used to be. They used to research stuff and want to find out, what's wrong with you, and get you fixed up right. Doctors now, it's like replacing car parts. They just try to get each generic part instead of doing the right thing. I guess it's not a good comparison. I mean, they just give them a bunch of labels, and they can throw whichever ones they want at you and whatever medication, and see what sticks. opposed to, you know, maybe back in the day they used to really find out what was wrong with you. And maybe even in some poor countries, that's probably why they say they got better doctors and some, you know, like they say got some of the best doctors in Mexico, you know. And there's a lot of doctors that, yeah, I think even in I've read in Mexico, like they don't even have all the tools that doctors here have, but they sometimes are better doctors. And not just there, I'm sure in other places. But anyways, so yeah, so let me know if you've tried cannabis and the outcomes. Maybe it's not something that might be good for me, but there may be people out there where they can try it because it's legalized in their state and maybe have just been missing out on a good treatment, at least for the pain. And it also helps with inflammation, I've heard, and things like that. Um, really wish I could try some of these IVs that they talk about that they got up there in Hollywood. And some people say some of their doctors, I noticed that he told me about a doctor in Minnesota. I still got to look up. Um, so, yes, so check it out and let me know, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys later.